Yes, the second parcel is in the mail. Well, I mean, I'm guessing this is the base game of Primal the Awakening, so if you've seen the first part, which only had the add-ons, then this will be sort of in reverse. If you're watching it in the other direction, it'll make more sense, I guess. So, I just got this in the mail today. It just came like a day or two after the first one, so it's not a delay or anything that has affected me in any way. So we're just going to pop this open and have a look at what this is. I am expecting a big box now that I realized that the sleeve box was just for sleeves. So this comes with a neoprene gaming mat. It's just one, right? Yeah, it's one, but it's reversible, so there's two different sides to it. Love the art on this. It's nice, very pretty, cool. And then there is just this one big box that we will extricate from here. There we go. So it's just one box. This is the base game. It's a fairly chunky boy. But then again, I'm guessing it contains quite a number of things. So this box has some lovely art on the back and actually some little text on it, which the add-ons did not. The only sort of other than art that was on the back of those was the content of the terrain box. That was all. Okay, off you go. Here we go. It's a fairly heavy box, but I'm guessing that's because it's full of things. So, front of this is of course gorgeous, but we knew it was going to be gorgeous. That's not a new thing. Okay, so it just opens up, and here's a tray of a massive collection of monsters. That's the first thing you're greeted by, and you can't open it because it's been taped shut for the transit. Which, I mean, I am not going to fault anyone for protecting their wares while in transit. Sometimes I have an issue with people making boxes that are only for transport. So once you have played the game once, it won't actually fit back in the box. Zombicide is one of those games, I suppose, where once you pop that box open, you're not going to get the stuff back inside in any... Not in any playable order, anyway. Just cutting tape here. Riveting footage, for sure. Okay, here we go. Now pop that open. Fantastic. So, I'm just gonna scooch this to the side for now. So, this features a collection of scary things. We're gonna start with the small scary things. These are, of course, our heroes. That is a sword that is bigger than him. I like that these are not 28 or 32 heroics, so they're slightly smaller than some of the models that you have for other games. And while this, of course, makes them more difficult... Oh, shield. Probably not big enough. While this makes them somewhat more tricky to paint, of course, this will add to the scale of the game, right? These will make the enemies look more imposing than if the heroes were larger, say the ones from Solomon King. So I don't have names for all of these yet, but I mean the quality of these models is just great. It's lovely. I'm very happy I went with this rather than the Monster Hunter World one. This looks very kaiju. Hello. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, lovely basis, very spiky. I appreciate that. This has many wings and flappy things on the tail. Guessing it's very aerial. The design on this thing, it's just a chunky thing on the front of the head here. It just comes at you and knocks you over, and that will be it. I'm betting. Again, very lovely design. It has horns with horns and horns. Well, tusks, I guess. here's a tiny bug. So for scale, it is a tiny bug, right? It's only twice as long as that guy, 3 times as long as that guy. Then we get to this, which looks very upset at everything. Very lovely. And get to this winged lovely one. Has no four limbs, only the big wings. Very, very nice. And finally, the big chunky. This is a rather big model. This will scare the living bejesus out of most anyone, I suspect. Very spiky, I like that. So these are the monsters and our heroes. There are some more in here, so we're going to get to those as well. I'm just going to pop this back on. Did I do that right? I did something wrong. Oh, it fit. Okay, cool. So we look inside the box of what remains. We find some candy you're not supposed to eat. Then there is, because you know it's a Monster Hunter game, so you have to have more monsters. The ones in the top lid are clearly not a sufficient supply of monsters. We're gonna have to add some more, so we are. But these are so small that they don't get to live with the big guys. I mean, this one is just positively tiny, but very lovely. And of course, everything turns into a crab in the end. It's called carcerification, I think. Many tails. That is certainly a thing in certain mythologies. And this little one that just sort of easy peasy, 2 tails, some horns, some tusks. Basic. Okay, so these live on the side. That's fine. Then we have, these were taped in. So here we have a map of sorts. Let's see if we can open it without damaging it. So we have a world map. We've learned that this is the different regions of the world that we're hunting our monsters in. Looks like so. Different areas. Nothing on the reverse. And if you don't have the neoprene mat, then you're playing on this cardboard piece. But of course, since we have the neoprene, there's no real use for this. Then we have hero dashboards. There's a lot of them. I wonder why that is. So there's only 4 heroes in this box, so why would there be a thick pad of these? Unless they're one-time use, and I really hope they're not one-time use. I do not appreciate one-time use items in games like this. They should just come laminated instead. Okay, so here... Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so here are our heroes. Our 4 ones. So this is our model description, I guess. And then we have one for each of the monsters, just like in the add-ons. So here they all are, in all their full art glory. You've seen some of these from the creature tome that we got. Tome of creatures, sorry. Oh, okay. It's a sea serpent thing. Okay, crystal and ninetails. Fair, fair. Yep, this is very much big G. Okay, green and sparkly, as bugs should be. That's just black, okay. That is more black. Very terrifying. I like it. And then the Awakened. Okie dokie. Oh, does he have more? Yeah, he has more tiles. That's nice. So he actually has 2 tiles that link together. Although the number sequence restart. Okay, I don't know how that works. Okay, we'll find out when we play it, I guess. Then there is a rule book, which is very substantial. Oh, there's 2 books in here. Okay, let's pop that open. So we have a rule book. This is substantial. It's not a pamphlet. It's 120 pages or so. Covers campaign setup, crafting, lore, core resolution. It covers all the things, including a content setup for the prologue. So there's a tutorial in this. That's nice. Okay, so that's the rulebook. Then we have the campaign book. So there was just a tiny little flimsy thing in each of the add-ons. Here we have a bigger campaign book. And it's another 123 pages of things that happened during these campaigns. It's all very lovely art. I appreciate that. I did notice that this is copyright 2021. So I realized that the Kickstarter got delayed. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have learned about their own game in the last 3 years when they come out with typos and errata and stuff. Here we have our forges. I'm not going to pop this open because we've seen these in the add-ons. So these are the different forge cards. Herbalist, Metal Forge. So there are different forges in this. We saw that in the expansions. Then we have our tiny cards. I don't know which ones of these they are, but here they are. And look, more sword cards. So I'm guessing that there's a pack of the other weapons in the back here for our different forge things. So it's the same as with the add-ons. Then we get to this, which I do not like, the one-time use writing down of campaign chapters and player name and class statistics and stuff. This is stuff I will definitely be laminating and then just use a dry eraser pen on it, because I'm not going to go through these pages. It makes no sense to me, because then I'll run out and then I won't be able to play the game anymore. Here are our terrain tiles, which, I mean, we're not going to use these. And then we have all the other tiles for things. I'm guessing these are wounds and stuff. So these will have to come out and live in some other box, because there's no way to house them in here. But wait, that's not all. I have to pop this open. It's stuff everywhere. They've taken their packaging very seriously, and I appreciate that. I applaud them for that. Here we have some clear Ziploc bags. I'm guessing that's for our tokens. Here we have some more cards. These are dividers for something. Here is do not open until instructed. I have not been instructed, so I will resist the temptation to open this. Okay. Here, so these are just dividers for the cards. So you put the cards for Darion behind this. Okay, makes sense. And then we have just collections of cards, all in neat little bundles. They all have different names and stuff. But I'm guessing we'll go through all of that when we sleeve this stuff. So these are all different symbols for different people's gear, I'm guessing. There are quite a lot of them, and they're all going to have to migrate into the other box once I sleeve them. So these are monster cards of some massive stomp for one of these monsters. Each player suffers 2/ unless they discard a something from their hand. If all players discard something from their hand, remove something divided by 2, struggle rounded down. I do not know what that means, but I'm looking forward to avoid being massively stomped by Morkas. So that makes sense. Here's our chase. And here is Gorax. Stands 2. Oh, okay, yeah, of course, because it has boss battles. This will switch stances and stuff. Here's stands 3. So there's a lot of cards to this game. I think that'll be good. Relentless assault, not just regular assault. And a hammer. Okay, so that's the content of the main box. This paired with the add-ons makes me believe that the sleeves box will be pretty much full. There aren't that many counters, so maybe the Ziplocs will do the job and I don't have to break out any other boxes to store them, which means that this box and the add-ons could just be model storage once it's done, which is great. I appreciate that. I think this game came out really very well. The packaging, it's outstanding. They've taken every precaution to make things come out of shipping and handling intact. I do not see any errors or anything broken. The solid box that I got from Kickstarter. Very happy with this. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye.